What's up guys, finally back with another video. Got a little sidetracked because of school, got a little busy, but I should be good now, hopefully. But anyways, I got something really good for you today. I got the one, the only, the incredible Gladiator Hulk from Thor Ragnarok. Now I must say I've had this guy pre-order for a while now and I've just been anxiously waiting for him because he is a cool looking dude. So let's go ahead and bust him out. But first, let's take a quick look at this fancy packaging. Here's a closer look at the front. I really like the Thor Ragnarok logo right there. Here's one side, here's the other side. I really like this artwork. I may just have to keep this box just for the artwork. I mean, they even have the Avengers logo down here. That's really cool. Here's the top, here's the back. I was able to snag hella cheap. Review coming soon. And here's the bottom with the ooh pick. Now, let's unleash the Hulk! And there he is, guys. The super cool, the super incredible Gladiator Hulk. He's a bobblehead too. Anyways, let me go ahead and give you a quick 360 of this guy here. Now, Funko did an amazing job on this pop, and it's by far one of my favorites so far. I mean, you know, there's a lot of favorites, but I mean, you know, there's a lot of favorites. There's a lot of cool detail on here too that I definitely want to get into and show you and all that cool stuff. So, without further ado, let's get into the review. Alright, let's go ahead and start with the head sculpt here. I mean, just look at this face. I mean, look at these eyebrows. They're actually raised up. I mean, they're not flat like typical pops are, which is super awesome. And on top of that, they actually have this little kind of feathering going on his eyebrows, as you can see there. So it gives it kind of a, you know, a little fluffy look and, you know, not fluffy. Yeah, fluffy and Hulk doesn't go together. Bushy look. Anyways, but the coolest part of his face has to be the mouth right here. I mean, not only did Funko put a mouth on their pop, but it's actually 3D sculpted. I mean, look at that. The mouth itself is actually deeper than the face, and the teeth themselves actually pop up, so it's kind of 3D. So you got kind of a multi-sculpt going on there. And on top of that, they actually painted the rim of the mouth individually and the teeth as well individually. And these paint applications on here is just spot on. I mean, look how sharp and crisp the paint is on that. I mean, it could have been fuzzy or blurry, but no, they did a real good job on that, which is cool. And that's been a running trend on this this pop right here. The paint applications are just awesome. All right, now moving on to the rest of the head. The helmet and the face are actually all one-piece mold, which is kind of interesting. The only separate part would be the mohawk right here, which actually kind of glues on right there. But as you can see, the helmet just has insane amount of detail on it. I mean, look at all these sculpting marks right here. It has a 3D look to it. It actually looks like it's a metal helmet. It has that nice, shiny, reflective paint, as you can see. Now, the only pop of recent that I can say that actually has, you know, this same amount of sculpting detail would be the Flash right here. As you can see, the back of the Flash's head is pretty insanely sculpted as well. So these two are on par with each other when it comes to just the amount of detail in the sculpt. And I mean, Funko is really upping their games on these ones, so that's really sweet. Now, the only downside I could say from this super awesome helmet is it's a little back heavy back here, and because it's a bobblehead, as you can see, it kind of tilts backwards. See, that would be kind of the normal straight pop, but then because it's, you know, back heavy, it just tilts backwards. So he always has this kind of I'm looking up type look, which is, it's not too bad, I guess. But man, what can you do? It's a bobblehead. That's how Marvel pops come. All right, now moving down to the body. The body's actually broken up into 8 different pieces. You got the arm here and this arm, which is separate. And this armor piece right here, as well as the bottom of the hammer, is part of the arm. Then you have the torso from the neck all the way down to the loincloth here. That's another piece. And then each thigh is also its individual piece. It's actually glued in right inside there, so the glue mark's actually hidden. And also from the calf and the foot from the knee down are also individual pieces. And the hammer itself finally is the last piece, number 8. And it's kind of a soft piece right there. Yeah. Now all these pieces here, including the head, except for the hammer here, is actually molded in this Hulk green color. You can kind of see it better right up there, the Hulk green. So everything you see here, all this stuff is paint, but it's not just painted on, which is amazing. It's actually all sculpted on. It's all 3D sculpting right here, which is really awesome. I mean, especially, look at this gauntlet right here. These are actually raised up, as you can see. And they're actually kind of prickly, you know. I wouldn't want to sit on these. They could be painful. Actually, in general, you probably don't want to sit on this, just period, because that would just, Anyways, I like this purple on his other arm too. It's kind of a nice accent to it. And I also like this shoulder armor teal here. Now this teal actually reminds me of the Guardian weapons from Breath of the Wild, which is pretty cool. I mean, if you look at the trailer though, this teal is like, it's so off. It's not even right, but I like the color. It's nice and bright. It's a pop. It's cool. I'm just gonna go with it. Now here's a small detail you might not notice. Check out this loincloth right there. It actually has a printed on brick pattern to it, as well as wrinkles in the cloth. I mean, that's some crazy attention to detail right there. I mean, way to go, Funko. Hell yeah. I also really like his hand too. I mean, they sculpted it really well, and it looks just, the fingers are really thick, and it just looks beefy. I mean, it looks like he could hold something, you know what I mean? Just want to put something in his hand. Alright, now moving on down further, we can see the calf and feet attached right here to the knee. You can kind of see the attachment points. Not too bad, but man, take a look at these feet. I know it's weird, but take a look at these feet. I mean, look at the details that they have on that. I mean, look at all that right there. It's just insane sculpting, and on top of that, check this out. They actually got some paint applications right into that nook and cranny. They got some Hulk green in there to you know, give that green look. That's just crazy. And these little bumps here, these raised parts, they're all individually painted, and they're not even bleeding into each other. It's just like super attention to detail. I mean, Funko went crazy with this, and it was just, they just did a good job. Of course, so I think my favorite paint application would have to be this little warrior tattoo marks right here, because I mean, it is the sharpest and crispest paint application on this entire figure, and it looks awesome, even on the face. Now here's a cool detail you may not notice right away. He is actually bigger than the other Pops, which is pretty freaking cool, because I mean, it makes sense, because I mean, he's the Hulk, so he should be bigger. In fact, if you measure him, if you include the mohawk, he actually becomes one of the 6-inch Pops. Although he actually will be a little bit on the small side for a 6-inch Pop, but he does have the height. Now the Megazord actually is a little bit taller than 6 inches because of his horn, but he's there. It's a 6-inch Pop, so that's pretty impressive. That is a hulky Hulk. Now, like I said, I also got Hela from the series, but I haven't unboxed her yet, so I'm just gonna go ahead and compare him to Hela in the Hela review. Now, if you're subscribed and you have the notification bell on, you will know when that drops. It should be within the next day or two, so stay tuned for that there. Anyways, guys, that has been the review of the Gladiator Hulk Pop from Funko Pop. Super sweet figure. If you can find them, totally worth grabbing. Now, if you enjoyed this video, go ahead and drop a like too, would be greatly appreciated. And until the next time, I will catch you guys later. Peace out, my friends.